Computer chess documentation, video number 6. We're going to review the following from video number 5. Create a program. Open a NetBeans palette, drag and drop a table, drag and drop a button, copy and paste buttons into a table. Let's start by opening the NetBeans IDE. So we'll go to File, New Project, Category HTML5, JavaScript, Project Type, HTML5, JavaScript Application. Click Next. JavaScript creates NetBeans creates a name. We'll use our own. Test Program 03. Click Next. We're not going to use a site template, so we'll let this radio button stay checked, no site template. We're not going to use any of these tools, so we're going to uncheck each one of these. And click Finish. Now NetBeans has created the code for our program. Here's the title, the beginning title, ending title tag, beginning body tag, ending body tag, beginning DRB tag, ending DRB tag. So the first thing we'll do is put a title in. We'll get rid of the generic title and put our title in. COMP computer documentation. And we'll get rid of this generic code to do, and we'll place our own code there. Our chess board will go here. Now, as we said, we'll go to the palette and we'll drag and drop a table. Let's go to the palette. We want that table here with 1 row, 2 columns, border size 1. And here we have our beginning tag table. And here you have our ending tag table. Here you have our beginning tag for the body and our ending tag for the body. Our beginning tag and ending tag for the first column, our beginning tag and ending tag for the second column. So all of our buttons will go between these two tags, which is the first column. So let's go to the palette and drag a button down. We want a standard button, and there we have our first button. So now we want to copy and paste. We'll copy this button and paste it. We have 2 buttons. Let's copy and paste. Now we have 4 buttons. Let's copy and paste. Now we have 8 buttons. So now we'll drag and drop and copy and paste 8 buttons to the first column of our table. Let's run the program and see what it looks like. So select Run and then click on Run Program. And there we have our table. That's our code that we wrote in. Our chessboard will go here, and here's our 8 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, as we said earlier, we reviewed the following. We created a button, a program. We opened that bean palette. We drag and drop the table, drag and drop a button, copied and paste a button into the table. And that'll be the review for video 5. Now we can move on. Computer chess documentation, video number 6. In this video, we'll add 2 more assignments to the button tags that we created in video number 5. Then we'll introduce the CSS file, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets. I believe the long name is used to make the file sound real scary. But don't worry, we'll make everything really simple. So first, let's open the NetBeans window to the program that we created in video number 5. These are the buttons that we created. And we'll need to add 2 additional assignments to the button. And we're going to use the edit, find, and replace to help us do it quickly. We're going to add a unique ID assignment and an alternating button 1 and button 2 class assignment. Button 1 will be for the white squares, button 2 will be for the black squares. So let's add the unique ID. The unique IDs will be starting with 1 through 64. Each square will have a unique ID corresponding to the numbers 1 through 64. Now we need to add an alternating class value, button 1 and button 2. So we've added 2 additional assignments to our button. We've added an ID assignment with a unique ID of 1 and a class assignment with a unique ID of button 1, but the buttons will alternate button 1 and button 2. Now we'll need to use the NetBeans replace and find function to do this quickly. So let's copy the button that we just created with the 2 new assignments. And we'll go to edit and replace. So in the replace field, we want the new button, so we'll paste that in the replace field. In the find field, we'll highlight and copy the button that we created and paste it in define what. And as soon as we paste that, NetBeans will highlight all the instances of that particular code, that button. Here we have a replace, which will replace one at a time. Here we have a replace, which will replace all. So let's select replace all. And there we go. We have replaced all of the old buttons with the new button that has 2 additional assignments. Now, we know that the ID assignment needs to be unique. So let's quickly change these. We're not going to do them all right now, but we're going to do enough So now we've changed the first 16 IDs to the unique ID, and the button needs to be unique. alternate button 1 and button 2. And so the first button is the white button, which is button 1. We need to change every other button to button 2. Now, the first row starts with a white button, so we know that the second row will start with a black button. So this row will start off with 2. Now, we've did the first 16 buttons. We've added the new unique ID 1 through 16, and we've added the class button alternating black and white, button 1 and button 2. So we're going to stop here and review just a little bit and talk about why we've added the new IDs, the unique IDs, in the button classes. Computer chess documentation, video number 6. We have completed the assignment for 16 of the newly created 64 buttons, and now we need to know why. This is where we'll introduce the CSS file. The CSS file is where you tell each class how big, what color, or anything else that you want that class to be. Let's complete all the assignments before we continue. We completed 1 through 16 of the unique IDs. Let's start with those IDs. This might take a little while. There we completed all 64 unique assignments. The classes should take half as long, as we only have to change half of them. The last row started with a black color, so this one will start with a white color. Button 1 started here, so button 2 will start this row. Button 2 started that row, button 1 will start this row. Button 1 started that row, button 2 will start this row. Button 2 started that row, button 1 will start this row. Button 1 started that row, button 2 will start this row. And there, we've completed all the assignments. Now let's quickly run the program and see what it looks like. Select Run, click Run, and that's our program with 8 rows of buttons, 8 across, and nothing has changed. Well, we didn't expect anything to change. We haven't created a CSS file to tell the buttons what color to be and how big to be. So we've completed the assignments, and now we can continue. After watching all the manual assignments to all our buttons, you probably have a very good idea what it means to add assignments to a tag. Now you probably understand that a web page is just a bunch of HTML beginning and ending tags with assignments in between. In our next video, video number 7, we'll describe how to create and link a CSS file and how a CSS file helps arrange and format a web page. Until then, please like and subscribe. Play BBgirls chess online at www.bbgirlsgames.com.